What does it say? Is a HELOC possible choice? Also found that FHA is no prepayment, just PMI, but it's a short period. So that was the comment. Obviously, we're not gonna be able to give them a full price out scenario, whether a HELOC is a good idea for them or not. But I think what we could do for this is let's add some assumptions and maybe we can discuss a scenario. So let me pitch it to you guys. Client is retirement age 65 plus. They want to downsize. Their home probably is very good condition. It's going to approve appraisal regardless. Let's assume they have great credit, like 800 plus. They fully paid it off pretty much, or maybe almost full paid off. And they want to know what their options are.
Well, first thing we can clear up is with our HELOC, there's definitely no prepayment penalty or early payoff penalty. So that's number one. The other side is she seems to have a concern, or they seem to have a concern about going from the current house to the new house, because that transition sounds like they don't have the cash to prepare the house for sale, right? It seems like they need to get some money together. This is a very common scenario too. When I see a lot of the older folks out there that are our customers, they have a lot of investments or retirement accounts like 401ks, and they don't want to break that or pull out even though they are of retirement age, because that would change their tax liabilities. So for them, it's like to liquidate a portion of their portfolio to fix the home, like to spend like 20, 30, 40, 50,000 or more. That tax liability ends up being a bigger loss for them than taking out a HELOC. So you're looking at double digit taxes versus a HELOC with great credit. You're still in the low, like in the single digits. So it's pretty good.
There's not enough information in the comment alone to give any like meaningful guidance or whatever. But I think that's why we have these assumptions that we're making up to fill in the gaps, right? Because I think the most important thing people need to take away from this conversation we're having is that it's not just two or three pieces of information. We look at like multiple pieces of information, and one of these assumptions that may change would potentially drastically change the advice that we give or the consultation that we give. Like, for example, the difference between your credit scores in the 700s versus your credit scores in the 500s, right? Like, that's a huge assumption that we have to take into consideration. Or like, your home is a primary detached home versus it's, I don't know, like a mobile home. Like,
Condominium, and an
then
FHA loan is not eligible for it now.
yeah, exactly. Like, there's so many variables. So if you're ever in the comment section and you have like a scenario that you want to run through with us, you feel free to leave the scenario on the comment, but just know that we're never going to be able to answer that to your expectation. Give us a call.